In today's video, we're going to react to a Green Beret reacting to Wes Watson and his highlights. So let's go get this video started.
Welcome back to American Thor, everybody, and I got the episode you've all been waiting for. Yes, the fake alpha male final boss, Wes Peggy Watson. Now, I know Wes has a lot going on in the media sphere right now, right? He's going back to prison, he's broke, he's selling his cars, but the channel's new, and the first thing we got to do before we get into any of that is just do my reactions to all of Wes's most cringiest shit on the internet, and there's a lot of it, right? So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's jump into it. Man, where do we even start with Wes? So much to talk about. We could talk about his obsession with being a power bottom. I mean, he's taken more glizzies to the rectum than these two legends combined. We could talk about the fact that he's selling all his cars, he's going broke, he's going to prison, the fake tough guy routine, all of this different things. But I think what we have to do, we have to start with what Wes is most insecure about, and actually insecurity is really a theme through everything in Wes's life, and that is Wes's height. Yes, for those of you who didn't know, Wes claims to be 6 feet tall when he's in his 5-inch platform shoes, but no, as we see here with a simple chat GPT scrub of the internet, yes, Wes is only 5'8", as you can see here listed on his Wikipedia and IMDb page, which we can look at right here. Now, hilariously, Wes's IMDb page, when he was trying to be an actor, listed him at 5'8", but also, guys, you can't make this up. Literally, they're advertising Sausage Party. You can look at this yourself. Isn't that poetic? Now, guys, I got to give some context here. I am not trying to beat up on the short kings out there, all right? It just so happens by coincidence that almost all of these fake alpha males lie about their height, because of course everything in the fake alphaverse revolves around insecurity material.
If you're insecure about your height, don't be. Don't be ashamed of how short you are, no matter how short you are, because that's not something we can control. It's not like making money where we can work more, we can budget, and we can do other things to increase our wealth or other things like our muscles to get in shape. Sometimes we can just work out, do cardio, do whatever, and lose some weight. But our height is one of those things that we cannot do anything about. It's just the way we're made, it's just the way our genetics are. So don't be ashamed or don't be insecure about being short. I'm not that tall, I admit, but I'm not gonna hide it because you can see in the videos with my brothers that I'm not the tallest. My younger brothers are actually taller than me. But am I ashamed? No, because I did the right things. I drank milk like 3 times a day. I did everything I was supposed to, eat my vegetables and all that. They didn't, but it's just the way the cards were dealt. So I just keep on moving on with life. It never stopped me from uh, going on dates, but this is something we can't be insecure about, like Wes Watson or a lot of these alpha males. They're insecure about something. So let's go keep on reacting to this video.
Realism, all these different things, right? So yes, Wes Watson is not 6 feet tall, and in fact, I can prove it to you guys because we have some pictures together. So for those of you who want to know, like, how big am I? I'm objectively a large man. Here's me next to, a class full of students. Okay, I'm about 7 inches taller than Wes is, and again, we have pictures together. So here we are. There you go, guys. It's sealed. All right, and if you don't believe me, here's another one of us. And so, yes, Wes is essentially just a hobbit, right? And coincidentally, his nickname when he was in prison was the Throbbit because he had the one ring that got ruled by all. You know what I mean? They called him old Scroto Saggins on the inside. And if you don't believe me, when he doesn't have his 5-inch platform shoes on and he's walking around regularly, you can see he's only 2 or 3 inches taller than his tiny girlfriend, which kind of makes sense where this kind of transitions into the next thing we'll talk about, the fake tough guy routine, which of course stems from extreme amounts of short man syndrome and trenbolone, which is obviously rotting his brain. Now, Wes is such a tough guy, he had the audacity to call professional MMA fighters pussies.
Don't encourage anyone to run up to these pro fighters. Pro fighters are pussies, okay? They're only good in the ring. People I know will not accept a loss, okay? There's a difference between fighters and violent people.
Ooh.
You should really stay away from violent people because it doesn't matter how good you are at fighting when they want to take it to the level. They'll take you out. And so there's a huge difference here. You guys have it all misconstrued. Fighting is some weird sport shit that is all these people do, and it has nothing to do with violence because a violent person will end your life.
Ah, yes. Real violence, Wes. Wes, I can promise you, regardless of whatever criticism you've got.
Okay, Wes Watson tries to act like some tough guy, like he's violent, when we know he couldn't hurt a fly. So he's so insecure about how people perceive him. Just because he came out of prison, he tries to sound like a prison from like or these prison movie, but sometimes we just can't care about what people think of us. Like in high school, I was scrawny in my freshman year, and I had a bully, especially in PE, and he would constantly pick on me, and as well as other places. But I started to work on myself. I started to lift weights. My dad gave me my first weight set at the age of 14, and I started using that. By the time I was a senior, no one picked on me. Actually, people tried to arm wrestle me because I was bigger and stronger. I beat a lot of the guys from like football and wrestling and the arm wrestling contest. But after that, I just never got picked on again. So sometimes we just gotta work on ourselves, not lie about ourselves. So let's go keep on bettering ourselves instead of being like Wes Watson, acting like we're violent. There are violent guys that do it for a living, like the MMA guys, or the Green Beret, as in this video. So let's go keep on watching Wes Watson being exposed for being insecure little man as he is.
You've got from other people on the internet. I'm someone who's carried out real violence. Violence you could never actually comprehend. See, me and the guys I worked with, what we had to do was things you'll never fathom, Wes. You've never had to kill anybody, Wes. You've never hunted human beings, Wes. You have no idea what actual violence looks like. And you know what I never brag about, never talk about, is having to have carried out that violence because I'm not proud of it. It's not a good thing. It was done out of necessity. It was done out of situations of kill or be killed, situations you've never come close to being in, Wes. You don't know what violence is. And not only that, me and all the guys who have had to do this, we understand that a professional fighter would dump us on our heads in the street and fold us like lawn chairs like that. You turd. The only violence Wes Watson has ever been a part of is having his chocolate starfish destroyed by his prison mates.
If you're enjoying this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you think of Wes Watson. Is he really a violent person or does he just pretend to be one on the internet? You can write that in the comments, and now let's continue with the rest of the video.
Wes isn't just a fake tough guy. He also likes to give relationship advice.
Only with you for the money. When you run out of money, she's going to leave you. And I go, good. I don't date chicks who date broke guys. I wouldn't date a chick who would date a loser. If I had no money, I'm a loser. And they're like, oh, fuck that. You're a fucking asshole. And I'm like, no, I'm realistic. I'm keeping myself from being a loser. I hold standards to myself. If she don't have a solid gold Rolex and a Birkin yet, like that's baseline. Like,
so there you go. If you have money, then you'll be good to go. You just buy your girlfriend, like Wes says. The problem with that, Wes, is, and it's demonstrated, none of these women have any respect for you. And I mean, how could they when, you know, your main hobbies are sitting in the hotel corner chair or getting bent over by your tiny girlfriend?
she never really is like actually like affectionate and like, I love you so much and like, you're everything.
Tell me what I'm right now.
No.
Tell me what I'm right now.
I love you, Wes.
Look how she said it. When she said, do you see how she said it? I love you, Wes. Like, it was like sarcastic. Like, I've been to
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
was.
And like, for someone like her in our house like this, a piece, to like even want to argue with me. It's like, dude, just hug me, just chill. Like, I'll kill everybody. Leave me the alone, you know?
No, Wes, you won't kill anyone. You have no idea what that entails. And also, yes, she doesn't fucking respect you at all. She's with you for money. You said it yourself. That's why she obnoxiously and sarcastically said, yeah, I love you. Right? She's in it for the clout too, right? You're paying for your only model girlfriend. And not only that, if you didn't know, his ex-wife cheated on him right in front of him. None of these women respect this guy. And why should they? Because I can tell you this, there's tons of guys watching this video right now who aren't rich, who have wives and girlfriends who authentically love them because they're traditionally masculine men that protect, provide, love, and take care of the families, right? It's not about having a Bugatti or a Rolex, because the Bugatti and the Rolex ain't gonna buy you that, buddy. All right, but we got to talk about Wes.
Hey guys, have you guys ever heard the expression, you can't buy happiness? That's what Wes is trying to do. Instead of finding true love, he's trying to find women with money. But does Wes Watson ever seem happy? He's always yelling, he's constantly unhappy. He even admits that he's unhappy. So he's trying to buy love. It's funny because Angie, when she says, I love you, Wes, it's forced. It's not real. She doesn't respect him. So we can't treat everyone like objects, thinking we can pay them off or buy them off. So we gotta, whether that's friendship or love of a woman or just anything in general, we can't treat them like objects and thinking we can pay them or buy them off. We got to give time. We got to give our thoughts instead of just saying, here's some money. And that's what Wes is trying to do. He always says that he'd rather want a woman that wants to spend money, but, and all these guys like Gabby or Angie, they're all after Wes for his money. And once that dries up, they'll be gone. So don't try to find happiness with your money, but treat your happiness with diligence and love and find the things that will really make you happy, like maybe religion, God, Jesus Christ, or whatever religion you believe, and treat people like they matter. So that's what Wes Watson does not understand about human nature.
Buddy. All right, but we got to talk about Wes Watson's fitness, right? That's his whole thing. He sells like Wes Watson Fit. That's his username. Interesting about Wes, again, he tries to show off how big he is, but again, he's 5'8" and he's really actually a pretty small dude in general. But here, let's listen to his fabulous dieting and exercise advice.
Goal is to cut, I stick to the goal. If the goal is to actually put on size and build muscle, that's actually harder for me because I don't like to eat that much. I get detached from the clarity I normally possess. I've eaten nothing today but protein so that I can tap into that real raw energy. When you're hungry, you fight. That's through evolution. When a man is hungry, he'll go kill something. So if you really want to be quick, you eat less. If you want to build a stronger physique, you're going to have to eat more. And
there you go. Wes Watson built all that muscle by eating only protein shakes. That's all he eats, liquid protein shakes, okay? No, Wes Watson has the little bit of muscle that he has because he takes more fucking tren than probably anybody you've ever met in your life. And again, trenbolone actually is basically poisonous on your brain, which actually kind of makes a lot of sense for how retarded this guy is. Now, more of Wes's insecurity, because he's actually incredibly insecure about his actual own physique and the size he is, and I can show you guys exactly this. See, he uses a little angle technique for all of his videos. If you guys have seen, here's a fucking 40-minute montage, but I want to let you guys notice something about the angles. I'm just going to scroll through this here, right? So watch this as we do this. What's the thing? Oh, it's always the same. Always the same on every single video he does. And I'm going to show you guys a little trick here with the camera. Now, normal people who make content just talk in front of the camera, they're not concerned about this. But let me show you this little trick he uses because he's so fucking insecure. Oh, look at that. My arms look twice as big from that angle, and he's flexing as hard as he can the entire time. Now,
Wes Watson does not know like a lot about health and fitness. He's taking protein shakes as his main source of food, which anyone who knows it on the bottle it says supplement. You're supposed to supplement that in with food, not replace it. It's not a real meal replacement. It's a supplement. So that's how wise Wes Watson is. He's not that wise. That's sarcasm. But it's so weird that he's so insecure about everything in his life. From the way he appears on camera, he tries to shoot at different angles to make himself look big. But if you want to be unlike Wes Watson, you want to be happy with who you are, you want to be secure with your masculinity or just the person that you are, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Just be yourself and do your best. I mean, give it your best. If you're not happy with that, then you'll never be happy because you can't find happiness in like trying to impress everyone else. If you do, if you try to impress everyone else, you can never impress anybody because you won't impress yourself. You got to make yourself happy first. That's who you got to impress. Whether it's through health and fitness, whether it's through reading a book, whether it's through increasing your knowledge, try to try to improve yourself in any way you can. Whether it's your finances, but these alpha males, they're more about just looking the part, not being the part. That's why they're very unhappy. They try to pay the people around them, like the women, and rent all the houses because they're unhappy and they just want other people to see them as something they're not rich or wealthy. But we got to make ourselves happy. Whether it's living in a small house, having a job that is very meaningful to you, like maybe you work in an office or you work in a hospital, you do something that impacts lives like that. Maybe you're a pastor, a Bible study leader, you're doing something purposeful in your life. That's what's going to make you happy. Not money, not riches, not Bugattis, not gold watches, not all the expensive things in life, but impacting lives because that will be more eternal. Because when you are no longer on this earth, then you'll at least leave your legacy, not just material things. So keep on being your very best to impact the world. And don't be like Wes Watson, so insecure, so non masculine. So, but only you can control your narrative. And check out American Thor's channel. I'm gonna react to other videos on his channel because he's an awesome content creator. Let him know that the Frugal Cyborg sent you. I asked if I could react to the videos. He said I could react to anything on his channel. So everybody, stay awesome.